Stop right there. Turn to the left. No, the other left. Look up. Look down. Do the hokey pokey. Hello, gals, and welcome to Sober Living Snippets, where we live alcohol-free so we can heal those relationships, feel youthful again, and ditch regret and shame. I'm Becca Jacobson, gals, and I have for you a snippet today, a big, fat, juicy one. I'm in a playful mood, and that always means for a good snippet. This is one of those snippets that you want to have a pen nearby. Grab your journal. If you can't do that and you're driving or whatever, come back a bit later when you can take a couple of notes. Because today, gals, I'm going to walk you through another key component of any coaching program for 40-plus women who are working on sobriety and building a life they never even dreamed was possible in this, the last and most important era of our lives. That's us, right? That's what we're doing here. That's what we do here in Snippet Land. Well, in the last couple of weeks, last Tuesday to be exact, and last Thursday, I started giving you the pieces that you want to have when you go on this journey. So just to remind you, or if you'd like to go back, Tuesday, the 25th of March, we talked about having a holistic alcohol-free mindset and how that is a key part of our recovery journey. Then on Thursday, the 27th, we talked about the 3 phases of sobriety. Understanding those 3 phases are key to any journey to happy, sober living. And if you go into a program where you're not learning about the difference between stagnation, transition, and growth, then I don't know how you're going to grow. So there it is. Those are the 2 pieces that we've looked at so far. And today I'm going to delve into the vital importance of having a program that helps you with emotional clearing and energy work. Now, I include this in my foundational 8-week program because I have learned that without it, we're trapped. If we can't control our emotions, we can't go through life as emotionally mature people, or what some people like to call emotional sobriety. Personally, I just think it's emotional maturity. And you might think, well, come on, Becca, we're all over 40. Surely we were grown up. I would argue not necessarily. After all, we've talked about pouting. Look, gals, we know that if we're using alcohol, we've got some emotional crutches going on. And one of the key components of a course that includes emotional clearing and energy work, get this, here's what I want you to know about that. It's not just understanding, oh, I'm feeling an emotion, I better breathe through it. No, we learn in that part of the course, we actually learn how to heal emotional wounds from the past. Not just deal with them, so not D with a deal, but heal with an H. We heal our emotional wounds from the past because we can. Not one single solitary counselor or sobriety coach that I worked with over my 30-plus years of struggling with alcohol ever mentioned this. They talked to me about the past. They asked me how I felt. They tried their best. They really did try their best. But none of them told me, Becca, you can heal those wounds so that they're gone. So they don't even come up anymore. Emotions from the past that arise and haunt us are one of the reasons that we drink. And we don't even really recognize it. We don't know how. So this type of training has to include you being able to recognize these emotions. By the way, here's a key part. You don't need to necessarily hunt down where they came from, the origin. Look, we've wasted enough time in our lives that we don't have to sit around trying to figure out what started this and where did that come from. No, what we do is today we move forward into healthier living. And the emotional healing that we can do does not require us to find the source of our wounds. Now, having said that, if we have events from our past that keep popping up, then yes, we can deal with those. What I'm talking about here is we don't go on a witch hunt. Oh, maybe something happened that I don't quite remember. Maybe I was in a blackout, or maybe I blocked it out. That's just a witch hunt. We let it rest. So, what I really want you to understand, if you're going on a sober living journey and you are a woman over 40 and you want to live a truly happy and free life in this era, then I don't want you moving forward without somebody who can show you how to heal your emotional wounds from the past. This is very important. And the emotional healing that I'm talking about is tied to the fact that we are made of energy. We are energetic beings. So if you've ever heard or anyone talk about energy, or if you have any interest in energy work, this is what I do in my program. We understand that emotions that keep coming up are stuck energy. So I teach you how the energy gets stuck in your energetic field. I teach you how to recognize it and how to release it. It's really that simple. So any sobriety program who doesn't help you to do this is remiss, in my opinion. I don't have to tell you what it feels like to feel an emotion, whether it's anxiety or you feel fragile or you feel fearful or you feel sadness. We use the word feel because we literally feel it. Right? You feel it in your body. We feel it somewhere in the body, usually in the chakras. So you might feel it in your stomach. You might feel it in the solar plexus, just under the rib cage. You can feel it in the heart center. You can feel it in the throat, in the forehead, in the crown. Somewhere you're feeling, you know what I'm talking about. This is that feeling you get when you're anxious or fearful or sad. This is energy. That feeling that you are feeling is energy in your body, literally. And you will continue to have the same emotional reactions to things. You'll be emotionally triggered, and then you have that feeling, and then you have to either drink it away or try and watch a movie it away, Netflix it away, or shop it away, or gamble it away, or hope it goes away and live in stress and strain because you have these feelings, these negative emotions that cause these feelings that we don't want. I don't want to feel this feeling. That's why we drink. That's why we eat. That's why we do it. So any program, not just sobriety, but any journey to healthy living should include the ability to understand these wounds, recognize what they are, and let them go. And I'm not talking about just learning how to get past them in the moment. I'm talking about releasing them for good. For good, forever. Now, you shouldn't be surprised at this because here together on the snippets, we studied the amazing little book called The Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, written by Dr. David R. Hawkins. That's what David R. Hawkins is talking about, letting go of negative emotions. So you can go back, you can search for those episodes. We studied the book over 5 days together. There are other authors who write about this. I'm not making it up, gals, but I'm here to tell you that it's one thing that I have noticed to be missing in the programs that I've encountered and the people that tried to help me. And I don't want this to be missing from your journey. Now, you see, the reason I say that is when I was looking for the solution, if someone would have said to me, you can get rid of those emotions for good, I would have thought they were crazy. I wouldn't have believed them because I didn't realize that you could do that. I thought the goal is to find a way to cover those emotions up or to just learn to put up with them. That was really the thing. I thought, okay, they want me to not drink and put up with these emotions. That was, to me, in my mind, that was the journey to sobriety, was learn how to put up with those emotions, Becca. Come on, grow up. Get some emotional maturity. Emotional sobriety means putting up with these emotions. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not the path. The path is getting rid of those emotions by letting them go. So we don't resist them. We don't run away from them. We don't drink them away. We let them go. But we have to learn how. We have to be trained how to do this. And we need a deeper understanding of them as well. And so this, my dears, this right here is a cornerstone of my coaching program, because I don't want women coming in there and leaving having learned how to put up with negative emotions. I want you to come in there and leave having let them go. Talk about freedom, right? Nothing less than freedom for my gals. Because we don't do fluff here in Snippet Land, do we? This is the real McCoy we're dealing with. Our lives here, we're not fooling around. So we don't surface dwell, we don't do fluff, and we don't put up with stuff. We take care of it properly. And I am so glad you are in my world, because that is what you can expect if you just keep going. And the best way for you to do that is to come take the next step and join me and the other gals in my program, so that this can be your life and you can experience this transformation. Be honest, gals. How many times have you told yourself, I'll cut back, only to find yourself pouring another glass? How many times have you woken up with regret, promising yourself it was the last time? The truth is, nothing changes until you decide it's time. If this episode is hitting home and you're tired of feeling stuck in this cycle and you're excited about the idea of letting go, let's talk. I offer free one-on-one calls where you can share your story, and together we'll create a personalized plan to finally break free. And because I know that taking this step is big, it's hard to get together with the perfect stranger. Even though you're hearing my voice every single weekday, you don't know me. So I know that that takes courage. So I'm offering a $100 restaurant gift card to every woman who shows up at her call. You'll soon be enjoying a night out completely in control, fully present, and without regret on me. But of course, I have a limited number of calls that I can take in any week and a limited number of gift cards. So go to the show notes of this specific episode, click the first link that says book your call with Becca. It'll take you to my personal calendar where you can pick a time that works before they're all gone. This will be the decision that changes everything. What I put out into the world is your life before Becca and your life after Becca. There's no comparison. It's that moment in time. We all know where we were on 9/11. We all know where we were in early 2020. Well, let me tell you, you're going to remember where you were the day you joined Becca, because your life will never be the same. Go to the show notes and book that call, and let's stop wasting time. Thank you for coming. Sending you love. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.